Hello everybody, this is Llama God here with Minecraft, a very familiar screen for everyone to see. Now, some of you play Minecraft, but you don't really know Redstone, so today I'm going to show you some Redstone basics. Alrighty, so there's a lot of stuff you can do with Redstone, but we're going to focus on these basics here. So this is what you're really looking for. This is the block you want. You go deep down and you mine it. Once you mine it, you'll get a few pieces of this, which is redstone. So once you place redstone, it looks like that. Now, redstone works like electricity. Like you use a lever in Minecraft or a light switch in real life, and you flip it on and off, and it turns on and off the redstone. So you can use redstone to turn on or power or use all of these things. But again, we're going to focus on just these. So I'm going to quickly go through what we're going to be covering. Redstone, redstone repeater, redstone torch, block of redstone, and lever. You can see that all here. Now I do have redstone ore, but redstone ore doesn't really do anything besides being able to get redstone. So, as shown here, how it works is you again flip the lever and it turns on. Now you see it's bright orange here and it slowly gets darker and darker. Now you see this doesn't have any of the little particles there. So that means nothing that goes into this, like if this goes into something, it cannot power it. But if I did this and put something here, then it could power it. So it goes a maximum of 15 blocks, but if you want to go farther than that, you have to use a redstone repeater. So as you can see, it starts out really light and then it goes all the way down to super dark. Then you place a repeater which repeats or renews the signal. So it repeats it, renews it, and as you can see, it becomes bright orange again, and it repeats the signal all the way another 15 blocks. So, to the redstone torch and redstone block. So the redstone block and the redstone torch are constant power sources, meaning the only way to turn them off is to break them. So, as you can see, it's a constant power source. Like this one you can flip on and off, this one always stays on. Same with redstone torches, but as you can see here, redstone torches can be placed on sides of blocks and on top of a block. This is just an example to show that redstone doesn't always have to go in a straight line. It can go everywhere it wants. Now it does still have the 15 block limit, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it adds more blocks. Now, once we covered the bare basics, here's a little bit. This is one mechanic of many that you can use. So, this is a redstone torch. Now, this is a super powerful, always powered thing. So, if I flip this lever, it'll power the block, right? Because with this, I flip this on, it powers the block, and it transmits to the redstone, which continues. So, if I flip this and power the block, it powers the block, and thusly, it burns out the torch. So, the torch is already so powerful, you add more power to it, then it overloads the torch, and it turns it off. So, when I turn it off, it turns on. And when I turn it on, it turns off. There's a whole ton of fancy names for it, but I just call it an inverter, because it inverts the signal. It switches it around. This is another example of an inverter. Power source, constant power source. Redstone, the redstone goes into the block, powers the block, overloads the torch, and cuts off the signal. So it turns off. Now, this is the smallest way to do that. Power source overloads the torch, cuts off the signal. Now, with that, you can actually do something that we redstoners like to call a tower, like a redstone tower. And how it works is that you can do vertical redstoning. See? So it powers the block above it, right? So the redstone torch powers this block, overloads the torch, and it turns it off. That's one little simple mechanism, like that, see? But if you put it on top and put this, it becomes a whole separate one. Like you see here, this one's sitting on just one block. Copy this and put that up here. And then you put a block and you put that. So, if you invert the signal, turn that off because it's powering the block, turns it off, this one turns on, this one turns off, this one turns on. So you can make cool redstone things like that. Well, I think that's going to be all for basic redstoning. If you would like to see more advanced redstone, such as these mechanics here, please leave a message in the comments. And I think that's about it. Godspeed.